I wonder how many Komamura fangirls were made after last week's chapter. Let's get into it. For the most part, this week's chapter of Bleach felt like it was mainly explaining Komamura's new body and his new powers and whatnot. Even though it's a temporary power, I felt as though this chapter was definitely just getting into the nitty-gritty of everything regarding this power. And it was an alright chapter, it was a good chapter, but I definitely felt like I wish a little bit more would have happened. But then again, I can't even front. It was interesting to see Bambietta flipping out over Komamura. Basically, his body is immortal, his Bankai is just Reiatsu, it's not even a body anymore, it's just like straight up raw energy. So how long can he actually stay in this form? Because he had to give up his heart in order to go into this, which I said, I believe that was possibly what it was, you know, the way to getting into this form. So I'm curious as to how long does he stay in this form, because if his body is immortal and, you know, just straight up you can't do anything to him, then this could be very good against, like, even some of the head people, because, like, you know, he's an immortal, you can keep hitting him, you can hurt him, it doesn't matter. But another thing that's brought to my attention as well is, once he does go back into, you know, the woofy Scooby-Doo form, will he sustain all the damage that he had previously taken from, you know, being in his werewolf form? Will he still have this hole in his chest? Will he still be all messed up? And if that's the case, then, you know, he's gonna fucking die, because all the damage that he's taking from Bambietta, holes through the chest and getting all destroyed, then he's pretty much sacrificing himself at this point, because it's like he's going to take all the damage, be totally annihilated, even though he's just a shell right now, and once he goes back into wolf form or whatever, then he's going to be all fucked up and possibly die. Did anyone else find it kind of weird and funny at the same time when Bambietta was like, if you lose, you'll die? Yeah, that's kind of how it is in battle. Regardless of what, if he loses to Bambietta, like, bitch, did you think for a second that you were really gonna leave him alive if you just, like, knock him down or incapacitate him? You know you're gonna put him into smithereens, chop him into pieces. Why would you say that if you lose, you'll die? Yeah, I think he kind of gets the drift of battle. Did she think Komamura was some sort of noob or something? Also, where the fuck is Shinji at? Like, he took one blow and he's already laid out and that's it? Just gonna leave it up to Komamura to do everything? Like, while Komamura was there going after Bambietta, Shinji could have sneaked up from behind, get her or something. But no, Shinji wants to just lay out right there in the middle of a crisis. I'm glad that there's some sort of penalty regarding his effect, because he becomes an immortal. That in itself sounds OP as shit. You know, he becomes straight up immortal. He can take blow after blow, but there's a cost to it as well, as pretty much, you know, his heart. And I'm curious as to how that's going to work anyway. Like, are they going to put the heart back in his chest, or he's gone for good? Regardless of win or lose, he's going to die from this battle. Either Bambietta just completely fucks him up, or, you know, just not having his heart in general. Is he going to die after this battle, or do they know how to put it back in? I'd imagine they do know, if this is a ritual that they've used over the years. I'd imagine they do know how to put the heart back in the chest. And at the same time, that grandfatherly dog, while he seemed like a straight up dick, I don't think that he's necessarily like evil, like, yes, I have your heart. So I'd imagine there would be a way for him to go back into human form. Maybe once the time is up, the heart will just pop back in his chest on some magical shit or something. But that's also a curiosity that caught my eye in this chapter as well, because for the most part, this is what the chapter was. It was Bambietta just like flipping out while he's going in after her. And it didn't serve too much progression. Again, it was just mainly giving an explanation on his powers. Not too in-depth either. But it was, nonetheless, I felt as though a good chapter with, again, lack of progression. And overall, it was just like, wait, so your power does what? How does it work? You know, what is the penalties? It was mainly just like helping the reader to understand Komamura more by using Bambietta's ignorance to his power in this chapter. I'm hoping next week Shinji can actually do something, get off the fucking floor. And I'm hoping actually Komamura wins this one, because a lot of people are saying, yeah, you think Komamura for the win right now, but just watch, he's gonna take the L. And it's like, yo, he has this ultimate unstoppable form right now. Please, Kubo, don't fucking do him dirty and have him just annihilated by Bambietta. Okay, you want to have him get fucked up to like a point where he even possibly dies after the battle? Go for it, but don't have him lose to this woman right here when he's in his maximum peak of power at this point. Like, I would like to see him possibly win this one and maybe even go into another fight and maybe weaken another opponent. I don't want to see him immediately, because that would just feel so cheap if after he gets all these power-ups, he goes straight up crazy, goes through his family and everything with character development, only to get fucking beaten by Bambietta, some stern ritter that showed up in this arc when Komamura been around for ages and we've been dying to see, well, I've been dying to see what the fuck's up with him. So I'm hoping that Kubo don't Kubo him in this one. But again, all in all, good chapter. I wish we had more progression, but it was mainly a demonstration of the powers and an explanation. I'm going to give this one 7 out of 10. good stuff. Hopefully next week's chapter we get more results regarding this fight. And I just want to see Komamura really do Bambietta in to the point where possibly all that crazy rage shit turns into tears. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, how long do you think Komamura could sustain this form before, you know, he just reverts back into doggy style? And also, what do you guys think regarding the damage that he sustains? Will he actually obtain that damage in his dog fur body as well? Because if that's the case, he'll die. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. And your overall thoughts of the chapter. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, thumbs up for Komamura because he's going in and I'm loving it right now. Never thought I'd see the day where Komamura impressed the fuck out of me, and right now he is doing it. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.